Hi, welcome back to Zydoxa. I upload around 3 videos a week, so please subscribe so you don't miss any. Well, the wait is over. Bonnie Blue has finally released a documentary style video covering her 2025 Freshers Tour of the UK with the Bang Bus. Well, I took one for the team, I watched it, so you don't have to. And oh my god, it was just absolute chaos. So, we all know by now, Bonnie Blue is an adult content creator who's made a name for herself sleeping with barely legals during University Freshers Week, and her extreme stunts, such as sleeping with 1,057 men in 12 hours. Okay, sleeping is an exaggeration. They probably only got 30 seconds each with her, but we have to be careful what we say. So, in true Bonnie Blue style, the documentary starts off with her squatting in a car park, imitating sucking D, next to the Bang Bus on her way to Glasgow, Scotland. She hands out T-shirts for people. I mean, some look extremely young, which is quite disturbing to watch. Let's think about it for a second. Yes, Bonnie Blue is 26 years old, but her look, style, mannerisms make her appear at times to be in her 30s. Then put her next to and sleeping with 18-year-olds, and some of them look very young, like 16 young. This is what makes it quite disturbing. So the documentary moves on and she arrives in Glasgow, and this really sets the tone of her Freshers Tour. They drive into Glasgow University's campus property, and immediately security turn up and kick them out and tell them that they're banned from the site, which becomes the theme throughout the tour. I don't know what made her and her team think she'd be allowed on university grounds. They are supposed to be safe places where only authorised people can enter, and that's why they have security. And in many places, she just ended up parked in city centres, touting for business and getting moved on by the police. In the evenings throughout the tour, Bonnie and her team would just enter bars and clubs without forward planning and get kicked out. There was only a handful of clubs that were pre-booked by her team that welcomed her, but the majority turned them away, and this is why I called it chaos. Pre-planning was a shambles. I mean, if I was Bonnie Blue and I was relying on my PR team to book things, I'd be really disappointed with what happened. So, you don't just turn up somewhere with cameras, a big entourage, and expect clubs and universities to let you in. Then the bars that did let them in received pushback from people who were already in there because they were having cameras and microphones shoved in their faces. For instance, there was a Wetherspoons she was in, and people there, they were having a meal and a drink with friends. Then Bonnie Blue arrives. They have a camera and microphone put in their faces. One man, was asked what he thought of Bonnie Blue, and his reply was that she was a predator. Her behaviour is predatory. The interviewer seemed shocked by this, but her behaviour is predatory. An older woman looking for fresh 18-year-olds to sleep with is predatory. Obviously, I must give a mention to the incident in Nottingham where Bonnie Blue was punched in the face. I have covered this in a previous video, so won't go into a great deal now, but seeing the incident play out, she wouldn't have got punched if she'd have handled things differently. When told she was setting back feminism, she could have just said, okay, if that's what you think, or just ignored it. But to call them fat fuckers, then you're inviting a reaction. Rage bait encourages rage. And even though Bonnie Blue got punched, I think she was actually pleased it happened. It gave her attention and headlines, which is always a positive for Bonnie. So, after all the chaos and poor planning of the UK Bang Bus Freshers Tour, Bonnie announced she's taking the Bang Bus to other countries. She hasn't confirmed where yet, but has said that up and coming tours will be in places we won't expect. She just doesn't stop. Seeing her tour in the UK was mad. Just the travelling she does alone would destroy me without the sleeping with people, the constant social media posting, interviews, podcasts. She's a machine, a robot. At the very least, there's something mentally not right with Bonnie Blue. No person can keep going as she does without at some point crashing. The most driven people suffer at some point, and I feel she will suffer physically and mentally at some point. And as she lives her life in the public eye, her destruction will be played out publicly also. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Have you seen the Freshers Tour 2025 video? If so, what did you think of it? Please support the channel by liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me in the next video. Oh, and also, I'm sorry I couldn't show you clips of the documentary as it's been copyrighted and rights have been sold to a TV company, so sorry about that. Bye for now.